You must have heard this story before. I would like to start off with this story of a woman na hulog sa isang butas, no? At may dumating, inabutan siya ng kahoy para hilahin, hindi naging matagumpay, may naglagay ng tali, hindi makuha, no? May isang dumating at lumundag sa loob at tinulungan yung babae makalabas, no? That is what compassion is, to be with. And that is exactly what Jesus did, no? Si Jesus, yung babae na babatuhin nasa lapag, anong ginawa ni Jesus? Yumuko, no? Sumulat sa buhangin, no? Nakaisa siya para maging kalibel, the same level as that woman caught in adultery, no? How wonderful compassion is, with passion, with samahan natin, tulungan natin sa parehong level. Let us be in the shoes of the other. It was a very powerful gesture of being one with, of having compassion, no? Being in the same level with the people whom we want to help, no? Napakaganda. That is one of the lessons I believe the good Lord is telling us with this beautiful parable, the story of the woman caught in adultery. But we go back to the beginning of the story of what happened, no? May isang babae na huli, nakikiapid, no? At ang batas ka, no, to be stoned to death, caught on the act, di ba? Pero kaduda-duda, bakit yung babae lang? Nasa na yung partner, di ba? Kasi ang batas, dalawa eh. Yung lalaki at babae. Pero bakit babae lang, no? Actually, ang dahilan na ito, kasi ang pakay naman nila, hindi para mabigyan ng hustisya, no? Hindi naman yun eh. Ang pakay nila, masilo si Jesus. That was the intention. The intention was to put Jesus in the test. At tatanungin nga yung question, dapat ba batuhin o hindi? Di ba? Pag sinabi niyang dapat, kasi yun ang batas, di ba? Magagalit yung mga tao sa kanya, sabihin, naku, ang lupit naman ito, no? Walang awa, walang compassion, di ba? Pag sinabi niyang hindi, lumalabag siya sa kautusan, no? The law, and he will be condemned. That is exactly what the Pharisees and the scribes wanted. They wanted to put a charge against Jesus para patayin, no? So yun lang naman ang pakay eh. Hindi naman para magkaroon ng hustisya, kundi ginamit lang na props yung babae para masilo si Jesus. That was the main intention. So we see how dubious, no? Para ang ginagawa ng mga tao para makarating sa kanyang mga intensyon, whatever it takes, even at the cost of a life of a person. Ganyong kabaliwala ang buhay ng tao para lang makamtan yung kanyang pagnanais na alisin si Jesus, no? Patayin si Jesus. What kind of justice is that? Anong klaseng value system meron yan, ano? Kaya nakakatakot. So we have this wonderful story today of this woman caught in adultery. A very beautiful story. But this sin of condemning, many times, we all fall trap to this sin. Napakadali maghusga. As a matter of fact, this is one of the most common sins for all of us. Napakadali maghusga, napakadali to condemn, mag-condemn na. Napakadali maghusga para sa tao. Very, very easy. Without thinking, nakita natin, husga, di ba? Hindi naman natin alam yung buong kwento. Hindi naman natin alam yung buong pangyayari. But then we will easily come to conclusion and judge what we see. But we only see a small portion. We do not see what happened before that. Anong sitwasyon, anong context. May konteksto, no? Bakit nagkasala? Pero napakadali natin maghusga, no? We come to a conclusion. We say, no, kill, no? Crucify. Parang napakadali natin maghusga para dito. How easy it is for us to accuse. Today, we are being reminded not to be accusers, but let us be rescuers. Iligtas natin. Tingnan natin, na hinay-hinay, no? Instead of killing, instead of crucifying, let us give life, buhayin. It does not mean there is no justice. No. We condemn the sin, but not the sinner. Meron tayong kapwa. Kaya nga sabi niya, sino ba dito walang kasalanan? Ang dali-dali natin maghusga. Parang tayo walang kasalanan. So be careful, because the measure you measure with will be measured back to you. Ang dali-dali natin maghusga, pero hindi naman natin alam na baka ayaw natin harapin yung ating kapalpakan, yung ating kasalanan. Kaya bigyan natin ng pansin sa Kanya na lang. In order for us, we will make that person as the scapegoat at hindi tayo. Para hindi makita at mabuking yung ating mga kahinaan, yung ating kasalanan. So let us be reminded of this. The beautiful responsorial psalm, the Lord has done great thing for us, we are filled with joy. Parang last week, di ba? It was again, Latare Sunday, the Sunday of joy. No? We are still filled with joy. The Lord has done great things for us, we are filled with joy. The Lord has given life, has pardoned, pinatawad. Let us rejoice. No? Pero, baka katulad rin last week, naalala nyo, yung elder son, ayaw magsaya. Unjust naman yun, lugi naman ako. Ako, naglingkod ako. No? Ni minsan, hindi kita sinuway, not once. I slaved for you, not once. Did you give me a kid goat, no? Isang bisirong kambing para ipagdiwang. At ito, no? Itong taong to, nilusta yung pera, yung kayamanan, yung mana. Ngayon, pinapatay yung pinatabang guya, no? The fatted calf. No? Kaya, he did not want to celebrate the joy because of the seeming injustice that happened. But, patay na yan. Ngayon, nabuhay. Let us rejoice. No? So let us joy. Let us, again, no? Let us marvel at God's joy for us. No? Let us celebrate, makiisa tayo sa selebrasyon at huwag tayo magkondena. No? Let us not condemn. Are we sad because of this? No? Hindi tayo nakikiisa dahil because we do not like the forgiveness shown, the mercy shown, ayaw natin magsaya doon. No? So there is something wrong in us if we do not want to share that. No? Let us purify let us not be scandalized by the mercy given by God. Let us rather be compassionate. No? It does not mean, again, I will repeat, it does not mean that there was no justice. Hindi. Sabi ni Jesus, no one has condemned you, neither do I. But do not sin anymore. Tigilan na yan ngayon. Hindi naman niya inaprobetsyahan, no? Hindi niya naman sabi, sige, no, okay lang yan. Hindi naman okay lang yan. Sabi niya, tigilan na, do not sin anymore. The same challenge given for all of us. As we continue to prepare for Holy Week, no? Again, the invitation is magbalik loob, no? Tunay na magbalik loob. Let us go and receive the sacrament of God's mercy. What a gift, no? What a gift. We are all sinners. We are all sinners. None of us can cast the first stone. Pero, kahit na tayo makasalanan, kakaunti ang nagkukumpisal. Kakaunti, no? Parang hindi na uso ang kumpisalan. No? Why? Why is it so? No? I hope we realize how important it is, how we think we can go direct dial, no? Diretso na, hindi na dumadaan sa operator, kumbaga, no? Sa telepono. No? We need the sacrament of reconciliation to hear the words, you are forgiven, sin no more. kahit na mas makasalanan pa yung pare na nagbibigay ng kapatawaran, no? Instrumento lang naman ang pare para igawad ang pagmamahal ng Panginoon Diyos. No? At sa maiksing sandali na yun ng pagpapatawad, sa ilang sandali sa kumpisalan, pinapalala sa atin na, again, importantly, you hear the words, no? We are set free. As judge, pinalaya ka na, pinahilom ka na parang doktor, no? You are healed from your sin. And then, the Father's love is shown, the Father's love and mercy, and also the teaching effects, no? Pinapaalala yung mga turo. So, we are judge, teacher, doctor, and the Father's love is shown in every confession. No? We ask God to show mercy on us as we show mercy to others. Again, no? We are asked not to be accusers, but rescuers. We are not asked to condemn, to kill, but to give life. To give an opportunity for others, the same opportunity given us. Let us not take this for granted.